Hi, Magdi.
Hola, Jenny.
I just wanted to share that, you know, same identification, same thing. Last night, yesterday, I went to swim and then I felt my heart tired. The heart, physical heart was like tired. So I woke up in the middle of the night and thought, oh, I can die. So I felt very identified. Of course, there was a judgment. Then, oh, how identified you are with this body.
Mm,
It's interesting, right? Until now that we are in satsang, it's so clear. It's just at the thought level and nothing. I mean, die the body, not that the body is exactly the same, but you know, it just now I can see it. Till now I can see it. Truly, I confess. And there's and I think the physical organ completely relaxed too
mm,
immediately. So I just wanted to share that.
mm. Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing that, Jenny. Um, when we have these experiences, this fear that surges, fear of death, it's a very a precious thing to uh, stay with it, to sort of,
Yeah,
uh,
great opportunity.
yeah, say, okay, what is to actually die to that, die into that fear, to 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 die in that moment, and to be open to that death. Um, so yes, of course, in satsang, you relax and sort of, there is no identification or very little identification. But when these opportunities arise, when these occasions arise, and they will, uh, the body is bound to die. So sooner or later, you are going to come to that. Yes, this body is going to die and is actually dying. Uh, so yeah, of course. Then at that moment, also there is the contemplation of the letting go and the embracing that experience, the embracing that. And the mind may resist, but to also invite the mind to what your interest in is to be open to that experience, to be available to this experience, because it is an experience. It's an experience. It has many aspects to it. So you're inviting the mind that's saying no, to, okay, hey, relax. This is happening. Let's relax. Come to it. Uh, be still, let go. What are you holding on to? Because the mind is holding on to. No, what's going to happen to blah, blah, blah. Right. So, yeah, so it's a process of um, dying into the death, dying into the dying.
Mhm.
So, oh yeah, you can tell Ruben. So when there is that death that knocks on your door, in whichever way it knocks on your door, as a fear, for example, because it's fear of death, it's death that's appearing to you as a fear. Then you want to go towards the death, through the fear towards the death, right? So the death is bringing the fear. You want to go through the fear to the death.
Hey, Magdi, what strikes me about Jenny's account is that when we have that thought, like, I think I'm dying, I'm dying. We, I don't know about other people, but okay, we don't say, oh, the body's dying. Oh my God, the body's dying. We always go, no, I'm dying.
Right.
It's me. I'm
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
Funny, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, very. It's again the identification. You're right, because that's really the fear. It's not about the body dying. The fear is about I'm dying. Thank you for bringing that up, Bill. Hey,
It's like this body's killing me. You know?
right, this body's killing me. But yeah, the fear is about consciousness dying, the I, because when we're relating, we're not relating. Two bodies are not relating. I am relating to you. It is you that I'm speaking to. It is you that I love. It is you that I'm interested in, not your body. It's you. This you is not the body. It's you is being, is that same consciousness.
You don't like my body?
I love
I just lost 5 pounds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, finally. I was wondering when you're going to lose those 5 pounds.
Yeah, well, you too.
Oh, darn. I'm sorry I started this conversation. Oh, I love you, Bill. I love you. I love your body no matter what. Okay, how about
Okay.
that? How about, do you love my body as it is?
Well, as long as you love mine, that's fine. Yeah.
You're on. Yeah. But yeah, on a serious note, thank you for sharing it. This is a very important thing that Jenny, to listen to what Bill just shared.
No, I saw that immediately. That's why I said, "Oh, what an identification!" Because I felt the fear of the person dying.
Mm. Of I dying.
Yes, yes, the
I.
person, the identification. I felt the fear
Oh,
of the identification dying.
no, our fear is not about the identification dying, because that in deep sleep there is no identification, or between two thoughts there is no identification, but there is no fear. So it's not the fear about the identification dying, Jenny. It's the fear about I dying. I meaning being, a consciousness dying. It's a false fear.
Oh, okay, got it. What you're saying. So it's really I. Yes, yes. It felt like I dying. That's how it
Right.
felt.
Right.
Like
That's the
I
right.
dying. And I'm saying, oh, how strong this is. It's I. It feels like I dying.
Right. That's a false fear, because I does not die. I
Ah,
I
ah,
is not born and does not die. It's a
ah.
false fear.
But of course,
Yeah.
it's the beingness playing the game, feeling it's gonna
Yeah.
die.
Right.
Mm.
So when we have a fear of dying, it's actually a false fear, because it's a fear about consciousness dying. So uh, in wisdom we giggle at that. Say, oh,
Mhm.
we giggle at that. But in ignorance we are terrified.
Absolutely. Yes, because it feels I am going to die.
Right.
Yeah. And it's I, of course, it's I. What else? Yes, I understand.
Entonces,
Yo
Yes.
soy, yo soy.
Yes.
Not yo soy
Yes.
something. I am not something or somebody. Yo soy is pure being, right? Pure being has no form, shape, no molecules or atoms that are. There's no birth and death in being. Uh, so that false fear appears to be real, like what the Chinese, the paper tiger. It feels to be
Yes.
real.
Appears to be extremely real. Yeah, absolutely. Mhm.
yes.
Okay.
But if consciousness is the ground of all experience, I'm not sure that's true, but okay, so far so good.
Yeah.
Then like I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose everything. I don't want to lose, change that. I don't want to lose experience.
But you are the creator of experience. Brahman is the creator of Shakti. You are, how can you lose experience? You cannot lose yourself. You are the creator of experience. And what do you care about any particular experience? An orange tree, creates as a metaphor, 1,000 oranges every year. Doesn't care about orange number 482. So you're talking about, I don't want to lose experience. Now you're actually talking about identification. You're identifying yourself with a particular experience. You're saying, oh my God, I don't lose experience because this experience would be, I'm losing myself. So the orange tree, when it loses an orange, it's not experiencing, oh my God, I'm losing myself. I don't want to lose this orange. I don't want to lose this orange. I'm going to lose myself if I lose the orange. No, I don't care. The orange goes, there are a million other oranges to come. It's just a metaphor. All metaphors are limited. But so it's a false conclusion that losing experience, a set of experience, is losing myself.
Okay, so if I take the self out of it, so there's just experience without self.
Oh, wait. There is no experience without self. I mean, when I say self, I don't mean individual.
Okay.
Experience refers to consciousness.
Okay, fine. So let's just say let's take experience without personhood,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And it does seem that there's no investment at that point. However, the lights can still go out, right? The light, like the everything upon death, which is what I imagine to be death. It's like the lights in the room go out. Everything that was there that was like so beautiful, the mountain, the cloud, now it's not going to be there.
Well, the electric current that's running through your house, when the light goes off in the kitchen, does anything happen to the electrical current? Does the electrical current freak out and say, oh my God, we lost the lights in the kitchen? You are taking the perspective of a personal mind, a personal perceiver, and you're saying, okay, I am in the kitchen. I, as a personal perceiver, I'm via the light, using the light, I'm able to perceive the kitchen. And if that light goes off, I'm not going to perceive the kitchen. And that's true from the perspective of I am a personal perceiver. But you are not a personal perceiver. You are the current, you are the whole electrical grid. So you're not a particular light bulb that goes off. You are all light bulbs. You are the grid. As awareness, as consciousness, where does it start and stop? Right now, there is viewing from the perspective of the light bulb named Bill. And there is a different viewing from the light bulb named Magdi, a different viewing from the light bulb named Jenny, Julie, Rokus, etc. A different light bulb. But it's one grid. And that's very difficult.
But when light bulb Magdi dies,
When what?
light bulb Magdi.
Yes.
When light bulb Magdi dies,
Yes.
you're not seeing all the people here.
Right.
Like
right.
Satsang's over.
From the perspective of Magdi, satsang is over. From that perspective, from assuming that there is a particular perspective named Magdi. But in this particular moment, the perspective is not Magdi's perspective. The perspective is consciousness perspective via an instrument, body-mind instrument named Magdi. But it is consciousness which is perceiving, which is creating, and which is experiencing and destroying in every moment, in every instant. It is that the unmanifest, which is creating manifesting, in maintaining and destroying. So that the thought that you had a second ago that was created, that you perceived, and that died, that is no longer there, is an ongoing process of consciousness. And it's not what consciousness must do, but this is what consciousness does.
So can I say then that the fear of death then, like okay, with the death of the light bulb, and let's put it on you instead of usually it's this. So Magdi is about to die, and that means that you no longer get to have satsang. Like that whole game's over.
Yes, that mind aspect ends.
Okay.
But that mind aspect is ending every moment. In every moment, the words that I'm saying and the word satsang, the thought of satsang appears, disappears every moment. Because right now, as we're talking in this moment, you're not thinking satsang. But a second ago, you were mentioning satsang. So in every moment, there is creation, maintenance, experience, and death. So what you're talking about, you're talking about like, oh, something, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about something else, or something real dying. Like you're creating there is a narrative in your mind that is called Magdi or Satsang or whatever, that you're speaking about some sort of narrative that is dying. And in fact, as you're speaking about it, you're creating it, maintaining it, and it disappears. Because right now, in this moment, this narrative about the Satsang dying or Magdi dying or whatever is not in your mind right now. But it can arise again if you speak. I'm not sure what you're going to say next, but you follow what I'm saying, or?
Yeah, but there's a preference. Like you like bef- before whatever the time before the satsang began. Let's say you were out on a walk, and then you say, "Oh, I got to go satsang." Like you wanted to do this.
Yes.
So there's this preference
Yes.
for life.
Yes.
Like
there's a preference, but the preference does not mean an attachment or a need, or there's a difference. From the perspective in ignorance, we're living under the impression or under the force or the power of needs and desire and sense of lack. So there can be a preference, but a preference does not refer to a do or die. It's just, yeah, preference. It's a playful, yeah. I love satsang and being with friends. Yeah, sure.
so you prefer. Is it fair to say you prefer to be alive?
I wouldn't say that. What I would say is that right now there is what we refer to as life, but there is a misconception about what life is. So there is a preference to be alive out of a misconception about what life is. But from the understanding, from the clarity about life is, there is no preference, because life is, consciousness is, being is, presence is. But in the waking dream, in the game of life, if you want to use that term, yeah, I prefer a sweeter dance than a disharmonious dance. I prefer friendliness and friendship and suave, a gentle way of meeting my experience and having a sweet experience than World War III.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have to be really careful to distinguish between preference and desire or attachment. So in God's dream, everything is available. Everything is possible. Volcanic eruptions, as well as beautiful sunrises and sunsets. Right? But from the perspective, from identification, we have our preferences for the ego, for me and maintaining me, and we operate from fear. And from the perspective of intelligence, there is preference for tasty food as opposed to toxic food. That's a cosmic intelligence in a way, and you don't have to do anything about that. That's built into the organism, built into the dream. It's the whales. They travel 3,000 miles to go to the warmer water to have their babies. It's built into the geese. They fly.
Right.
It's built in. They don't have to do any. You don't have to do anything. In terms of speaking, at least in our teaching, or what we share, in terms of
No.
if you want to do anything, is relax, surrender, let be and let be. Be the flow. Explore a gentle way of meeting your experience, and relax your beliefs. They're not necessary. Relax your beliefs about yourself, about any real. They're not necessary, and be available. Be openly open disponibility, availability to the play and to explore, to experiment, but without grasping at any goal or any. Life is constantly in creation, at least in the human form, in this mind experiment. So we are here to play, to experiment, to explore, to create, and hopefully, in the direction of more harmony, more better relations, egoless. Right?
It makes so much sense. It's like when you said, if you're going to do anything, relax. That seems to be like the theme of everything we've discussed today.
Yeah.
Underpinning.
Right.
Magdi?
See.
It is very beautiful to see that what dies is just a perspective.
That what? I'm sorry?
That is very beautiful to see that what dies is just a perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it is all about letting go, about I know this and I don't know that, and all those things, it's so simple, the unknowing, right? It's right here with the unknowing.
Yeah. And this letting go is just
Letting go of the complete perspective.
that which is real cannot not be.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that appears and disappears is that which is not real, that which appears. So what appears to be does not refer to what is. In your night dream, you're perceiving all sorts of dream experiences. They appear to be, but it's not what it is. What is that you are resting in bed. So what appears to be is not what is. So in terms of letting go is a form just of relaxation. It's like sort of laying back, and this tendency to resist and seek is not natural. It is driven by false belief. So, because resistance and seeking are driven by false belief, they are based on a falsehood. And whatever is based on a falsehood is false. You cannot have something true, something real, arising out of a falsehood. So seeking and resisting arise from the falsehood that I am somebody. So they are false. Resisting and seeking are false. And you could say it's a perspective, yes. You know, letting go of the perspective, the root of the falsehood, of the false activities of reaction, resistance, avoidance, and seeking is the false identity. The I, when you say I, it's I, when I says I, is a clarity about what I is, because I is, I is. But when I refers to somebody, then we are in the game of limitation, in the game of resistance and seeking. So the reverse, when you're reversing from resistance and seeking to the I, you come onto the me, the identification, but you continue, you will find that this I, the sense of personal I, is actually the sense of universal I. So the personal I is borrowed as a way of speaking, or a download from I being. So I am somebody is a download from I being. And the reality of I am somebody is I being, meaning I, nobody and everybody.
And the poor body puts up the body puts up with all this. I just it just occurred to me I had a dream, scary dream last night. I was I was climbing up a tree and then something let go and I was falling through space. And I woke up. It scared me. I woke up. And like we all know, my heart was pounding.
Mm.
Right? And I was all those juices running through my veins. I'm like the body is just like is the body was terrified. I say body. The body was reacting very strongly to what was it was just a dream. It was just a dream.
Yeah.
And like we kind of take that for granted. Oh well, yeah, of course I had a bad dream. My heart's pounding. That's really it's wild, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's the energetic field of belief. I am somebody, and it turns more and more and more and more, which generates heat. It generates magnetic field, and it's felt. So the me belief, I am somebody, spins. And now it's falling. It's generates. And oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. When I don't want to die, I want to remain. I want to remain. But remain as what? I remain as a person. Because if you really want to truly remain, then you die. You don't stop, you die. And then then you remain. But not the you entity, the really you, the true you. It's always remaining, but in the charade of ignorance and awakening, there is this dying to the personhood, the death of the personhood. It doesn't have to be dramatic. I mean, sometimes I speak dramatically. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be the death by 1,000 cuts. Is that the death by 1,000 cuts? Oh boy. Very lovely to be with you. Thank you very much for good to see you. Good to see you all. Always
Thank you, Magdi.
Muchas gracias, Magdi.
Yes, much love.
Yes, same.
Much love.
Thank you.